everyone, welcome to Cooking with Eddie Wits. As I promised, today I'm gonna show you how I make my delicious corn tortillas. It's super easy to make them and they are super delicious. We're gonna make them with Maseca. Okay, let's start with the ingredients. The main ingredient that we're gonna use to make our delicious corn tortillas is corn flour. And Maseca is my favorite corn flour for tortillas. Of course, you can use any brand, but this is my favorite. The tortillas come out perfect and delicious. And they have different type of corn flour. They have the amarillo, yellow corn flour, and the white one. In this occasion, I'm gonna use the yellow corn flour, but I love both of them. So you can use any you like. So we're gonna start with the corn flour Maseca. This occasion, we are going to use 2 cups of Maseca, and I'm using the amarilla, the yellow Maseca, 2 cups of Maseca, and we are also going to use 2 cups of water. The water, it's not hot, but it's not cold. It's a little bit warm. Don't make it too hot because it's gonna cook to your masa, so it just has to be a little bit warm, not too hot, not too cold. So 2 cups of Maseca, 2 cups of water. We're also gonna use a tortilla press, this one that I have, and we're gonna need a Ziploc bag, yes, to use it with the tortilla press, a plastic bag, to make our tortillas. I'm gonna show you how I do that. Easy ingredients, and we are ready to start making our tortillas. We are going to start with the first step for making these corn tortillas. We are going to add the 2 cups of corn flour, and then we're gonna add the warm water. The next step is to add the water, but we are not going to add the 2 cups of water all at once. We are going to add 1 cup of water first, and then we're gonna keep adding water as we need. Now that I added a cup of water, I'm gonna start mixing it, and make sure your hands are clean, of course, before you start mixing it, and we're just gonna mix it and we're gonna keep adding water as we need. Okay, I just added more water. So I added 1.5 cups of water until now, and I'm gonna mix it a little bit more before I add more water. If you see that you still corn flour that is dry, just keep mixing it together and keep adding more water. Make sure you get your hands in there and mix it super good so it starts getting soft and integrating all together. Don't be afraid to get your hands messy. It's just masa, corn flour, and it starts feeling like a Play-Doh, a little bit softer than that. And I think it's starting to feel good. I don't see a lot of dry flour. We just need to mix it more so it's soft, and I'm gonna add a little bit more of water. I had like 1/4 of a cup. I'm just gonna add a little bit more, and I'm gonna keep mixing it. Okay guys, the masa is ready. This is the texture that I like. It's soft enough. When you put your fingers there, you can see the dent of your fingers. Now I'm just gonna make a big bowl of the masa, and I'm gonna get my tortilla press ready to start making the tortillas, and the griddle where I'm gonna cook my tortillas. We use 2 cups of corn flour Maseca, and we use 1 cup and 3/4 of water. I have like 1/4 of a cup of water left. We didn't use it all. So we are going to start getting everything ready to make our tortillas. Okay guys, we have our masa ready. Now let's start getting what we need for our tortilla press to make the tortillas. We just need a plastic bag that we're gonna use to make the tortillas. We're gonna cut it around the size of the tortilla press, and we're just gonna cut the sides. You need 2 pieces of plastic to make your tortillas. It's super easy, and try to cut it not too big and of course not too small for your tortilla press. The size of the tortilla press. And this plastic you can use again, so you can recycle. You just need to rinse it, clean it when you're done with your tortillas, and you can use it again if you don't want to be wasting bags. As you can see, it's a little too big. I'm gonna cut it a little bit more. It's up to you if you want to use it a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna cut it a little bit more. I also want to say that some people like to use it like this. So they put the masa here, and then they use the tortilla press to make the tortilla, and they just open it and take the tortilla and put it in the griddle. I like to actually have 2 pieces, so I'm gonna cut mine in the middle right here to have 2 pieces of plastic, okay? So I'm gonna cut it a little bit more because it's still big, and then we are ready to start making our tortillas. I have my 2 pieces of plastic that I'm gonna use for my tortilla. If you will still want them a little bit smaller, we can make it a little bit smaller to fit. If you want to cut them round, whatever works better for you. I like to have 2 pieces like this, one for the bottom, one for the top, and start making my tortillas. Okay, let's start. In this occasion, I'm gonna use a griddle to make our tortillas. You can use a comal, you can make them in the stove or in a pan. I'm gonna use this griddle today, and I'm gonna start warming it in medium high heat. And while the griddle, the comal, is getting warm, I'm gonna start making my little balls to start making the tortillas. Okay guys, I'm gonna start making the little balls for my tortillas. And here it depends how big you want the tortilla or how thick. I usually make them like the size of a golf ball, and I go from there. You can make them one by one, or you can make them all and just have them ready to keep making your tortillas. I'm just gonna make them around that size, the size of a golf ball. And you can like start soften it a little bit as you make your little balls too, so your tortillas come out perfect. Okay, I'm gonna keep making all the little balls for my tortillas. Okay, let's make our tortilla. We're gonna grab one of the balls that we already made. We're gonna remove one of the plastics, the one that goes on the top. We have one on the bottom. We are going to put the plastic and the masa ball in the middle. We're gonna press a little bit. We're gonna cover with the other plastic, and we are going to put pressure in the tortilla press. Sometimes it doesn't come out even on both sides, so you can keep turning it around so it's even and not thicker in one side. And don't put too much pressure because it's gonna make it super thin. And you're gonna learn as you go how thick you like the tortillas or how big, because the more pressure you put on the tortilla press, the bigger and the skinnier they are going to get. Okay, the tortilla is ready. I'm gonna remove the plastic from the top, and I'm gonna take it to the griddle. Of course, we are going to remove the plastic first, okay? So you just turn it around, holding it in your hand, and remove the plastic. And don't throw them in the comal or griddle because then it's gonna get stuck. You just try to put it gently right there and don't be scared of the comal. I have it in medium-high heat, and you can turn it up a little bit. We're gonna leave it on one side for around 30 seconds until it's cooked, and we're gonna flip it to the other side. Okay, our tortilla has been there for around 30 to 40 seconds cooking. Now we're just gonna use our hand to move it to the side of the griddle or comal, and we're just gonna flip it to the other side. And then after 30 to 45 seconds, we're gonna flip it again. And all the tortillas are ready. They look perfect and they smell delicious. And we were able to get 12 tortillas out of 2 cups of flour, around this size. So it depends how much your family eats. So I will say it's around for 3 people or 2 people, depending how much you eat. And they are perfect and delicious. They're perfect for any meal. And if you have any leftovers, you can just put them in a Ziploc bag and keep them for the next day or for the next meal, and they will be perfect. Of course, I couldn't go without tasting our delicious corn tortillas made with Maseca. So I am just going to have one tortilla just like this, and it's gonna be perfect and delicious.